raw Cuban sugar.
To hide all of this equipment under tons of sugar is such a brazen act.
Republican Congresswoman Ros-Lehtinen calls the discovery alarming. The weapons and all the sugar it was hidden under were sitting on board this rusty North Korean freighter ship. In June, the freighter was tracked sailing through the Panama Canal. Once it entered the Caribbean, it appears the captain turned off the tracking signal. But the government confirms the ship did dock on the island, and that's where the military equipment was loaded on. The tracking signal wasn't turned back on until July 11th as the freighter returned to the canal. Panamanian security stopped the ship, even though Cuba claims the arsenal is obsolete and says the weapons were being shipped to North Korea just to be repaired and then returned. Do you believe that?
If I know one thing, if the Castro regime says it, then I don't believe it.
Ros-Lehtinen chairs the House's Foreign Affairs Committee and thinks the intended final destination for the stockpile was here in war-torn Syria. For the past 2 years, rebels have been fighting relentlessly to topple their dictator, Bashar al-Assad. More than 100,000 Syrians have been killed since Assad's troops turned their guns on the civilians they're supposed to protect and serve. With the war raging on, Ros-Lehtinen believes the Assad regime would gladly receive Cuba's old radar systems and jets.
They're desperate for any kind of weaponry that can fight off the masses.
And if Ros-Lehtinen's theory is true, it won't be the first time North Korea is accused of smuggling weapons to the Middle East. In December of 2002, a North Korean ship was stopped in the Gulf of Aden. According to reports, Scud missiles destined for Yemen were found on board. Over in Dubai in August of 2009, authorities intercepted a North Korean shipment of weapons. Those authorities say the shipment was bound for Iran. And just in May of last year, a container of North Korean missiles were found in Busan, South Korea. Investigators believe those missiles were heading to Syria.
And we did try to get a statement from the Cuban government reacting to what the Congresswoman told us, but we didn't have any luck. In 2 weeks, a UN team in Panama to investigate the Cuban cargo. Congresswoman Ros-Lehtinen is asking the U.S. State Department to send its own investigative team. Live in the Newsplex.